Yo, what's going on everyone? Thank you again for stopping by. My name is Dutchline, and in this video we continue once again on the penguin enclosure. This is the final episode of the project, which concludes the main project, but also the side project that we started on halfway through the build. In the previous episode we started with the side project that I talked about in the episode itself. Make sure to check that one out. I will leave a link in the description, but also on the top right corner if you haven't checked that one out yet. It's the extra area that the penguins can use to swim about, where we're going to place the education pillar, so to speak. That's the area where the guests will be educated from. As you can see, the core build, so to speak, so the barrier, partially of the decorations as well with the concrete walls, have already been made in the previous episode. And in this one we're going to decorate it nicely and make sure that it's all working out as intended. The bits on the side is still completely plain, but in the next project, which will be the enclosure for the grey seals, we are already tackling the plainness of the area. And later on, whenever that enclosure is also finished, we're going to properly focus on the outside area and make sure it's all connected foliage-wise with the rest of the area. The plan as of now is to decorate it the same way as what we did in the other enclosure, so very foresty area. I'm not entirely sure how it will look yet, but I have a general plan, a general layout in my head already, how it should look. And hopefully at the end of the day it will work out fine and get as close to the plan and sort of state of mind that I'm in at this very moment. There will be a couple glimpses, so to speak, between the enclosure for the penguins and the area for the grey seals, but also the section where the other habitat has been made, and there's like a big gap in between. So that's also a future project. We want to make a sort of creek there to make sure that it's somehow connected to the grey seal enclosure. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that yet, but again, I do have a general plan and hopefully we can make it work at the end of the day. And I do think that we're able to get it connected and nicely foliage up as well. But I don't want to jump too far ahead into the future. We still have to start and continue, also finish the enclosure for the penguins right now, but also the grey seal one, which will be a couple episodes long. I'm not entirely sure how much we're going to add in the build itself. In real life we already started on the enclosure for the grey seals and it's already coming on nicely. We've done a couple cool things to it, in my opinion, but in general the grey seals are very difficult to maneuver about, if that makes sense. Their traversable area works differently than, let's say, a bongo or a lion or a kangaroo. I think you'll get the point. They all only sort of blubber about. They stroll a little bit, so they can't jump. Therefore, everything in the enclosure itself has to be as flat as possible, which is also giving an extra challenge, because the layout of the enclosure itself needs to be way different than an enclosure that I would personally normally do. A lot of rocks, a lot of foliage, all that stuff is normally a thing. But I'm pretty sure that I have to sort of throw all of that away, or at least change it up severely. So that will be a challenge on its own. But in this video we will focus once again on the penguin area. And as you can see, we started on the rockwork and also the railing, which will prevent the guests from falling inside the pit that will be filled with water. And in this episode we're also going to start and also complete the rockwork inside the barrier. So it will be a little pillar of rocks in the middle, and it will serve as a small eye catcher, so to speak, of the actual section of the enclosure. There will be enough space for the penguins to swim around set pillar, but it's more to make it look the same as the actual enclosure itself, so the big area that we started on in episode 3 or 4, I think it was. So it will be the same look as the main area. However, at the end of this episode we still have to place a couple things in still. And most things to think about that still needs to be placed is an education speaker, a couple donation boxes, just like those kind of items, benches, garbage bins that still needs to be placed. I want to do that as a whole, so whenever the gray seal enclosure is finished as well, I want to like attack that piece of build on its own and all together, so we can place it around the gray seal enclosure, also the penguin enclosure, and get it all settled and nicely done in one go. They'll most likely be done in a future live stream on Twitch, and also a great moment to talk about Twitch. All these builds that you see on YouTube have been made live over on Twitch. So if you're interested, then please make sure to hop over to my Twitch channel as well to see all these builds live. We also answer questions, get over specific builds, how they've been done, etc. It's a very chill stream as well, so if you do fancy that type of stuff, then I highly encourage you to stop on by in the Twitch channel as well. It's completely free, it's super fun, it'll be great to see you there. But for now, I will leave you with the remaining of the video. Once again, thank you very much for stopping by into this one as well. Much appreciated as always. Hopefully I will see you all in the next video on YouTube. Otherwise, in the next live stream over on Twitch. Once again, thank you very much. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.